Hello guys, welcome all of you back with our database management system question series. Today we are going to discuss our fourth question set. In here we have a description says you have given the institute to develop the school system of Kagalu Mahavidyalaya. Your part in this software is to create a database. With this software you can easily manage all student information, all teachers information, class schedule, etc. And our first question is use Kaggle Vidyalaya DB as the name of the database. Draw a ER diagram. And the second question is create a table to store student information and their guardian information. Follow the instruction below when creating this table. Here we have our instruction to create our student table and guardian table. Our third question is name the relationship between two tables, student and guardian, that you set up above. Mark it in the ER diagram you created. Our first question is a teacher teaches several subjects and one subject teaches several teachers. Create a teacher and subject table using appropriate relationship. Follow the instruction below to create this table. Create an ER diagram. Here we have our teacher table instructions and subject table instructions. Our first question is use Kaggle Vidyalaya DB as the name of the database. So let's create it. Here we have our MySqL Workbench software. Then let's go into File, New Model, and then we can insert our database name in here, and then we can click on this rename references button. After that we can click on this add diagram button. It's going to open up our drawing window. So let's insert our first table. So let's go back. In our second question, it says create a table to store student information and their guardian information. Follow the instruction below when creating this table. We have been given our student table instructions and guardian table instructions. So let's go and create it. Let's insert our student table and then let's insert our columns. So let's create our second table as guardian. So here we have our two tables as student and guardian. So let's go back. Name the relationship between two tables, student and guardian, that you set up above. Mark it in ER diagram you created. We have our two tables as student and guardian. When we think about it, one student can have multiple guardians and one guardian can have multiple students. So between the two tables there is a relationship as many to many. When we create a many to many relationship between tables, it's going to create a third table as student has guardian, and the relationship between the student and student has guardian table will be changed into one to many relationship, as same as the guardian and student has guardian table relationship will be changed into one to many relationship. So let's insert this relationship in our database. Here we can use this icon to insert many to many relationship between our tables. So let's click on this icon and then we can click on our tables one by one. When we click on student and then guardian, it's going to create a third table as student has guardian, and the relationship between student and student has guardian is changed into one to many relationship, as same as in here. And then we can edit this student has guardian table. I'm going to remove these two primary keys, and I'm going to insert a new primary key as id, and we can give it integer data type, and we can make it auto increment 1. So what this auto increment do is when we add a new record to this table, it's going to automatically fill this id column. So let's go back. In our fourth question, it says a teacher teaches several subjects and the one subject teaches several teachers. Create a teacher and subject table using the appropriate relationship. Follow the instruction below to create this table. Create an ER diagram. Here we have our instructions for creating teacher and subject tables. First, we have our two tables as teacher and subject. In here, it says a teacher teaches several subjects. So that means one teacher teach several subjects, and one subject teaches several teachers. So it's going to be many to many relationship. As we know, we can't put a many to many relationship in our database, so it's going to automatically convert into one to many relationship using a third table as teacher has subject. So let's go and create this. First we need to create our teacher table. Here we have our teacher table, so let's create our subject table. So here we have our subject table. So we know now teacher and subject has many to many relationship. Let's click on this many to many relationship icon, and let's click on first table and then the second table. It's going to create our third table as teacher has subject. We can double click on this table and we can edit it. I'm going to remove these two primary keys and inserted a new primary key as id, and we are going to give it a data type as int and primary key and auto increment. So here we have our third table as teacher has subject. So let's go back. That's all for today, guys. Thanks all of you for joining with me. See you in our question set 5.